All right, what's up, everybody? So, we are gearing up to be watching the third episode of Squid Game today. And can I just say, honestly, what a fantastic show this has already been so far? I did not, genuinely, I did not expect to like it and to be into it this early and this much. Yeah, it's just because, like, again, the show kind of has been pulling twists on me the whole time. And turned out to be something definitely differently from what I originally kind of expected it to be, in the way that, and of course I did talk about it, but I expected those games to play much more of a larger role than they have so far. It's been a surprisingly super deep, complex, character-driven story with actually that as well, many different characters whose story we are following, and that are being fleshed out. And yeah, man, all those characters, I love actually diving into their story. Whether it's, of course, our main character, who, by the way, and I again, I keep being a little bit hesitant to pronounce his name because I just don't want to butcher it. But maybe after this episode, I'll finally be comfortable with pronouncing it. But like, there was one little detail that I completely overlooked the first time around when I watched episode 2, so I didn't even touch on it. But I've constantly been asking for I've been letting you all know that I would like to see more of his backstory, right? And to see how exactly he became that way, how he became such a, irresponsible human being, of course. There was that argument he was having with his ex-wife in episode 2, where he mentioned one little detail there. Again, it was not in the edit either for my video, but like his ex-wife was complaining about, back when their daughter was born, she basically had to crawl to the hospital herself, and he wasn't even there to, help her get to the hospital and stuff. And so that was obviously a big conflicting moment that probably led up as well. I mean, I assume it was a complete package, of course, of events leading up to their divorce, but that was definitely probably one huge breaking point at the same time as well, right? And then he mentioned that back at the place where he apparently worked at, his co-worker died that day, and he literally saw him die. And I wonder what that was about. Again, we have no other details, nothing else to really substantiate, like what work did he do? Who was that co-worker, right? Does it have any significance or something? But I imagine it was there for a reason, and so I'd be very curious to see exactly what that was all about. And again, it makes me hopeful that we do dive a little bit deeper into that as well in the remainder still of this first season. I understand, of course, it is a first season only, so they could also dive into that backstory later on, but I'd definitely be, I'd love to see it, you know what I mean? But that being said, of course, we now have our established group of kind of core characters. Main guy, of course, his old classmate who is in a lot of financial troubles because of kind of business stuff that went wrong back in the past. There is the girl that he bumped into. I think we had a story with her that had to do kind of with her parents, trying to get him to China or something it was about. I remember that there's kind of the criminal guy, right, who was in a lot of trouble with some people who were basically after him to kill him. There's the old guy. I'm probably still missing one or two people right now off the top of my head, but of course, Ali, I think that was, right, the kind of immigrant who quit his job and this and that. Yeah, they're all kind of in their own troubles, and they're all basically being summoned back to the games now. We saw that the girl actually managed to somehow not be put to sleep with the gas that they're using in the cars, right? And we saw that now there is this cop guy chasing them to actually, like, hopefully track him down because his brother went missing. I assume his brother was one of the people that got killed in the first game. It might be one of the people who was actually being put an emphasis on in that very first episode. Maybe, like, I remember there were like those two guys in the beginning that both died, right? It might have been one of those two that was his brother, but I'm not sure. Yeah, man, but again, it's like all these little crumbs and bits and pieces that have been put out there. I love how they've been establishing the story so far, and how rich it is, like I said, because only 2 episodes in, I feel like there's so many different storylines, but at the same time, it's not hard to follow along with it or something at all. And, I'm like interested in all of these characters, and I really want to see where they all end up and what obviously what's going to happen with the games now, because I think this episode we're definitely going to see them play another game now that they are going to be back. So is one of them already going to die there? That's what I'd be wondering about. Or are they all going to make it through? Yeah, now we're going to be diving, like into their stories until basically like the end of the games. Are they going to be able to make it through all the way until the end, until they're basically like maybe put up against each other or something? I have no idea. That's kind of what I'm currently speculating about and questioning about. But I've talked enough. Lots of stuff on my mind at the moment, as you can clearly notice. I'm just super excited to dive in. But of course, before we do that, let me quickly point out that the next 3 episodes will already be up on Patreon. That's episode 4, 5, and 6. You can check out right now. Full-length reactions, as well as the edited YouTube versions. My Patreon is linked on top of the description. So if you'd like to support my channel and at the same time get those nice little treats, then make sure you check it out. Of course, also make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get updates, whenever I upload my reaction videos, and so you can watch my future Squid Game episode reactions. And then with that being said, let's dive into episode 3, which I see is called The Man with the Umbrella. I don't know who that is. It might be kind of the pixel guy or whatever you want to call it, who seems to have been kind of leading these games so far, but that's what I would speculate about. Anyway, episode 3, here we go. This is still going to be the cop guy chasing them, I assume. Yeah, the question is obviously, where are they leading them? Oh, a port. Yeah, that makes sense, because they were on this, like, island then, I assume. What the fuck, man? That's quite the organization. I mean, we knew that, of course, but it's like, how is this possible? Man, you're risking so much by not letting them know what you're up to. Because you're just completely by yourself. Yeah, I would never risk this myself. Awesome. I genuinely wonder just how could you even create an organization like this from the ground up. Not that I want to start one myself, don't worry, but like, how do you get so many people to be in on this? Makes sense. But I guess he's not the only one actually awake then. Oh shit. Must be defective. Oh, dude, what did you get yourself into? Okay, yeah, that is super smart. This is a very calm opening to the episode so far, but I like it. Damn. Yeah, she is awake as well. Oh. I wonder what that was about, that she just dropped. Ah, okay. So, was it like a pocket knife or something? She just made sure she could still have it with her. Yeah, okay.
많이들 돌아왔니?
187?
그러게요. 다들 힘들었나 봐요. 야, 그 애 이름도 못 지었다는 여자도 들어왔네요.
그러게.
사장님들,
상명회원님.
사장님들 다시 만나서 반갑습니다.
Right, he saved them in that first episode.
정말 감사합니다.
네가 이 집에 차비를 줬어?
여의도에서 안산까지 걸어서 간다길래.
Man, these guys gotta be careful, like, warming up to each other, because at the end of the day, only one can win.
군인들 같이 사는 곳?
그래요. 잠깐만. 말이 나왔으니까 말인데 군대처럼 우리끼리 한번 뭉쳐서 해보는 건 어때?
맞아. 앞으로 무슨 게임을 하게 될지도 모르고 여러 가지 경우를 대비해서 그룹을 형성하는 게 유리할 거야.
That seems smart.
그쪽도 같이 합시다. 힘이 장난이 아니더라고.
나도 좀
그럼요.
I was wondering if they would kind of see him as a burden, but
우리 팀 구성이 아주
in all honesty,
맞게 떨어지네.
that old guy did a great job in the first
내가
game.
지나간 일은 다 잊고 받아줄 테니까. (201명) 가운데 187명이 돌아왔습니다. 제 참가율은 93%입니다.
돌아오지 않은 자들은 계속 모니터링하고 동향을 보고해.
네.
Oh wow! So even those guys are still in on, like in it to some extent. So you're never truly out of this game.
그저 여태까지 한 걸로 보면은 옛날에 어린애들이 하던 놀이 중에 하나가 아니겠어?
I assume it's not gonna be Squid Game from the beginning yet, right? Like that's probably gonna be like the final game or something.
먹기, 비석치기, 술래잡기, 돈가스 얼음땡.
I love how all these guys are forming a team now.
나 그런 거 할 줄 몰라요.
Oh my god. How did they even make this eerie ass music? They're prisoners themselves. Wow, yeah, so okay, so that makes sense, because I was asking like how do you form an organization like this, but I guess all those guys might kind of be paid to help along with this. I don't need to see that.
야 싼다. 야 줄줄 잘 나온다.
This girl is a lunatic. Oh wow. She really smuggled some cigarettes with her like that. I guess those addictions are that important. Or that strong.
아이 깜짝이야. 움직이지 말고 얌전히 담배나 빨아.
Man, I honestly can't believe how all these guys have this, or these people have this level of confidence in here. I could never be this girl, nor could I be the police guy. I would not have the balls, I'm just gonna be straight up honest about it. I guess she's just trying to buy time that way, right? Yeah. What is that?
무인도, 납치, 감시.
Is that one of the other guys next to him? That makes me wonder if all the other guys kind of have financial troubles too, so maybe... Like, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking really deep about this, but that guy coughing makes me think like, oh, could he have like lung cancer or something, and so he needs his treatment, and so he is one of these guards for money as well to pay for his treatment? Like, is that why all these guys are in on it as well? Just to get money? Or maybe they win the same prize pot if... I don't know.
저 초코우유는 없나요? 제가 흰 우유를 못 먹어서요.
어릴 때 아버지한테 많이 맞았겠어.
어떻게 하세요?
우리 아들이 꼭 자네 같았거든.
Wait. What if it is a son? Yeah, we heard that before.
잠시 후 두 번째
Oh,
게임이
man.
시작됩니다. 참가자들은 진행 요원들의
I'm not sure if I'm ready for this.
안내를 주시기 바랍니다.
당신 뭔가 봤죠? 어젯밤에 어떤 여자랑 하는 얘기 들었어요. 얘기해봐요. 뭐 봤는지. 각지치기 무궁화꽃 이놈들이 시키는 게임들 다 내가 어렸을 때 하던 놀이예요. 다음 게임도 분명 그런 거일 확률이 높아요. 본 거 말해주면 내가 먼저
So
보낼 수도 있어요.
would he know, based on information, that there's like sugar involved in some way, melting sugar or whatever, that what game it would be? It's just a playground. Oh man, that's a huge playground.
너가 뭐가 이렇게 커? 뭘 시키려고?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd want to try out that slide.
두 번째 게임을 시작하기 전에 각자 앞에 보이는 네 가지 모양 중 하나를 선택하여 그 앞에 서주세요.
동그라미, 삼각형, 별, 우산.
So should they all choose a different one, or should they all go with the same one?
같은데.
They're with 4 people, so I assume maybe they should all 4 pick a different one, but...
설탕을 녹이고 있었어.
So he does know.
상우야.
어?
어떻게 할까?
글쎄,
지금 즉시 하나를 선택해 이동하시기 바랍니다. 지금 즉시 하나를
Why is he not
선택해
telling them?
이동하시기 바랍니다.
다 같이 한 곳으로 갔다가 모두 불리해질지도 몰라.
그런가?
투자에도
I guess
그런
he's still
말이 있어.
just thinking about
계란을
himself.
한 바구니에 담지 마라.
영감님, 얘가 서울대 경영학과 수석이파. 어릴 때부터 유명한 우리 동네 신동이었어요.
그래. 아이고, 그 대단한 사람이네.
그럼 상우가 일단 찢어져서 서로 짱을 좀 보자.
And he's putting up
누가
for
먼저
him and
갈까?
speaking highly of him.
자네부터 골라.
그럴까요?
I'm guessing he takes the umbrella.
그럼 제가 우산 오죠 뭐.
우산? 왜?
내가 어릴 때부터 우산을 잘 잃어버린다고 엄마한테 많이 혼났잖아. 그래서 나중엔 엄마가 망가진 우산만 줬어.
I'm guessing that's not the one you want to pick.
멀쩡한 우산 들고 다니는 게 소원이었거든요.
기훈이 형. 아니야.
Oh my god. I don't want to not like this guy, but now I'm kind of not liking him.
하나씩
So
가져가세요.
that's like the melting sugar
참가자
stuff.
여러분은 앞에 있는 케이스를 하나씩 가져가세요. 두 번째 게임은 설탕 뽑기입니다. 선택하신 모양은 여러분이 뽑아야 할 모양입니다.
The shape you must extract?
좋겠다.
Yeah, you definitely want to pick the triangle for this one, don't you? Yeah, I have no idea how complicated this would be. Yeah, for a circle, it's definitely complicated as hell as well. Is this our guy? Oh, that's maybe what might save his life. I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. Is that supposed to mean kill him? Oh god. Oh, okay. I thought this was... Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Oh my god. This is so fucked up. I'm really thinking the only thing that might save our guy is just that he's got the right guy watching him, which is the police guy. Oh wow, I guess that really does come in handy, doesn't it? Oh wow, yeah.
성공. 67번 성공.
Is that bad or is that fine? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a circle. How precise can you be?
199번 성공.
I guess that's precise enough. How much time is left? 3 minutes.
357번 성공. 83번.
I mean, I don't think I really have anything to fear, because I highly doubt he gets killed, but... Could that help? Oh. Wait, but was that some kind of fake sun that still had sunlight coming from it? Or like heat?
성공.
I wouldn't even risk doing that. Oh, wow. Holy shit.
456번.
손을 치우세요.
Man, that must suck. Oh shit.
야, 이 개새끼들아! 너같이 어린 놈이
Yeah, that is somebody
왜
else.
이렇게 된 거야?
Is this guy gonna be in trouble now for taking his mask off himself? Oh, of course. This shit is relentless, dude.
명심해. 우리가 누군지 알게 되면 죽는다.
I love the outfit he's wearing. Wow, that was the episode already. Did not expect that. Jesus Christ, guys, let's go to the review. Alright, well that was a very interesting episode. Had quite a different vibe from the previous two. And also, I will say, like, it didn't raise as many questions for me during this episode itself compared to the previous two. It just seemed like it was very much focused on seeing how all the characters now are dealing with the situation that they're in and how they're, you know, trying to, I guess, come up with their own solutions for getting to where they want to be, right? And obviously when it comes to the cop guy, that means him actually surviving in this place that he's only now finding out like what it actually is. He's finding out like, what is this organization even, right? And I think that's one of the very interesting things we learned quite in the beginning there already, is that all these people in those pink suits or whatever are very much, how should I put that? Like, they are not in on it in the same capacity that basically the leader is. Like, they still kind of seem like pawns, right? They still have their own rules that they need to abide to. And it seems like what I would assume is that they're also just being paid for helping to create these games and stuff, right? And keeping everybody in check. So makes me question, and I said that during the episode, like, okay, are these all people with their own kind of financial problems and stuff, right? And of course, at the very end there, we got revealed that one of the guys was very young himself, so maybe he could very much be in a similar type of situation, right? Of course, we also see that there are other people in on the games that are trying to find a little bit more out about the organization and stuff, and that's obviously the girl that Song Ji-han, right? That's how I'm gonna pronounce his name. But he bumped into her in that first episode. That girl is what I'm talking about. She of course managed to kind of smuggle a pocket knife with her and stuff, and so she managed to climb up on the vents, and she's able to together with that other girl, the more crazy one, who we already saw in the last episode, I think. They kind of have been working together. That scene in the toilets, and the girl's trying to find out more and more about, like, what they're dealing with and stuff, I guess, and especially, of course, how she can make it through the games, I assume. And basically, like, the good guys, so to say, our guys, to which I more kind of count, main guy, the classmate, Ali, the old guy. They are forming a squad together, hoping to help each other out and actually progress through the games. Now, again, that's what I find a little bit of a shame to see, but it's like, yeah, it's very clear that the classmate dude, he's not... he knew what was coming. He was aware, and he did not tell Song Ji-han, that he should not have picked that umbrella. He did not tell him, and he should have. And that's making me, at first I was like very empathetic and, like rooting for him in a way, because I just saw the problems that he was in and stuff. But doing this now, it's like, yeah, man, I'm kind of starting to look at him more in a negative light. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think that's kind of normal, of course, and that's how everybody's gonna kind of treat it. But thankfully, everybody did, like, make it through, right? So maybe he's gonna have a redeeming moment in a future episode still, or he's gonna admit to his, like he's gonna repent or whatever you want to call it, and apologize and stuff. But yeah, for now it's very much, and it's understandable. Like, he's in it for himself, and that's what I said as well. There can only be one winner at the end of the day. So it's not like, even though you form a group, that's nice and all, but there's only going to be one winner. So even within that group, like, 3 of them will have to die eventually, right? Like, that's the only possible outcome. So yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'm thinking now, is that even true? I forget now what they said during the first episode, but was it not possible that actually multiple people could win and just make it through all 6 games, and then the money would be divided between them? That might actually have been what they said. So if that's the case, I apologize, and then that actually means they could make it through with the 4 of them all at the same time. So then it's especially condemnable, I guess, that he did not tell him. So yeah, man, no, again, like, I thought it was an awesome episode. Didn't, like I said, raise too many new questions, or like, I'd be very curious to see what that's going to be about in a future episode now. I just want to kind of see how it's all going to progress. But I very much enjoyed it. It started off a little bit more quiet and just, seeing obviously the cop guy kind of try and, make his way, sneaking his way into the organization and stuff, and then the other characters as well. And then later on we basically got to this second game now that has been completed. That means there's 4 games to go. We have 6 episodes to go. I think we're going to finish all those games, of course, by this first season. yeah, and then I don't know where we're gonna end up. That's what I'd be very curious to find out about. But you know, before we know it, we'll be done with the season. So very much look forward to it. Of course, if you already want to watch the next 3 episodes, they will be up on Patreon. So that's episode 4, 5, and 6 are all up there. It's linked on top of the description. You can check them out early right now, or check out my full-length reactions, because of course these episodes are quite long, so I don't get to include all of my commentary and stuff in the YouTube edit. So if you want to check all that stuff out, then make sure to do so. I appreciate it. And then I look forward very much to welcoming you back for episode 4. Thanks for watching, everybody.